Janet Johnson for the defense.
I thought it was so effective today. This was a game changer. And you know what? The prosecution, this guy's alive. They can bring in the vice president. If it didn't happen, He can say it didn't happen. And I assume that they're going to try to do that. Of course, who's going to admit it did happen? But quite frankly, I thought it was very effective what he did today on the stand.
John Lieberman.
Well, it's not a game changer because you're going to see on cross-examination that Seacat has absolutely zero credibility, that none of his story adds up. And as I told you last night, Jane, the defense has been chomping at the bit to find some way to get in this uncorroborated evidence about affairs and other suicide attempts. That's the whole reason why they put Seacat on the stand, and now they got their wish. I think it's going to backfire because the rest of his story is so incredible.
I think we're seeing a new trend where it's like defense attorneys are going, hey, take the stand and just say whatever you want. I'm looking the other way. I mean, really, isn't that dirty pool, Rebecca Nitkin?
Well, actually, there's no direct evidence in this case. It's circumstantial evidence, and the coroner can't decide whether or not it's a suicide or a homicide, so everything is going to revolve around whether or not she committed suicide, and this is going directly to whether or not she's depressed. It is the proper thing to do as a defense attorney, and it's not going out there just, you know, out there, because exactly what we just heard, the person that she allegedly had the affair with, that he is saying she slept with this guy, exists. So
one of the reasons why they can't tell whether it's a homicide or a suicide is because of the fire. This guy is a CSI instructor. On the dining room table, they found a manual connected to a PowerPoint presentation, how to distinguish between homicide and suicide in a fire. This guy, according to a co-worker of Vashti's, Holly Hughes, told his wife, hey, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to make it look like an accident. I'm going to set the house on fire, and I'm going to get away with it because firefighters are morons. This is what somebody has testified that he said to his wife before he killed her.
Right. And you know what, Jane? I'm having flashbacks of Drew Peterson. I'm smarter than everybody else. I'm a cop. I know what I'm doing. Well, clearly not, because you got arrested and now you're on trial for it. So, you know, don't go around bragging about what you can get away with, because we all saw what happened the last time in a high-profile trial. The defendant took the stand. That didn't work out so well for her.
Yeah, we have to see how the jury reacts to all of this. Now, friends say this alleged cheating, that allegation, that wasn't the only outright lie that Brett told on the stand today. He also claimed that Vashti had attempted suicide in the past, something he had been instructed not to say in front of the jury. He did it anyway. Watch.
For 19 years, I was the one who protected Vashti, and finally I pushed her into what I was supposed to be protecting her from.
You had been Vashti's protector for that 19 years. What do you mean by that?
On several occasions, I had stopped Vashti from doing something that I don't think I'm allowed to talk about.
Your Honor, will we approach?
Yes, you may.
Ted Rowlands, you were there during this extraordinary moment. First of all, friends say there's absolutely no medical records, no evidence to back up this alleged suicidal tendency by this woman. I've talked to friends of hers who say, no, she was happy, she was carefree, she had 2 little boys she loved a lot. But what was the reaction when he broke the rules and referred to something he wasn't supposed to refer to in front of the jury?
Oh, they were floored. The family was absolutely floored. Prosecutors were obviously upset by this because they had pretrial hearings about this. Basically, he has told the police, he alleged that she tried to commit suicide several times before, and he stepped in and saved her life. Well, the bottom line is, they said, really? Well, what hospitals did she go to? And he claimed that he gave the investigators different hospitals, different dates, and there are no medical records out there. So the judge early on said, you're not bringing this in at all. He knew he wasn't supposed to say it, and in fact, that's why he said, I don't think I'm really supposed to say this, but, and he blurted it out. The jury heard it. The judge told the jury to disregard those comments, but he clearly knew what he was doing. And you can see when he's on the stand, he's part lawyer, part investigator. The problem is he is not part grieving husband, and that, I think, is what he's losing, and I think he's losing the jury because of it.
Well, it just absolutely infuriates me that he was told that he could not mention that, and he mentions it anyway. Holly Hughes, you're a former prosecutor. What recourse does the prosecution have to punish him for this?
Well, at this point, they can ask him to be held in contempt, and they can also ask for a mistrial. And a mistrial is granted, Jane, in the law if there is a manifest necessity for it. If the only way to ensure, because remember, both sides are entitled to a fair trial. It's not just the defendant who gets a fair trial. The state has the legal right to a fair trial, too. And if he is putting all sorts of evidence the judge has already ruled is inadmissible in front of the jury, then they could ask for a mistrial and start all over again.
We're going to take a short break. On the other side,